And we're back. So I had some time to think about how we wanted to implement the new collisions. I can't believe it took me so long to figure it out, but I think we have the right idea now. And let's see. Let's do this. So what I think we should do is we're gonna have we have our collision queue, and then we're gonna have an array that just records if this collision queue has been activated or not, or if this object in our collision queue has been activated. That way it doesn't happen multiple times, and that way we don't have to make multiple like versions of the same. Yeah, we wouldn't have to make multiple variables that mean the same thing for like every single activated node. If that makes sense. So basically what I do for a lot of our activated nodes is I usually make something similar to this variable right here where it says can force dash or like is activated or something like that. Usually I'll do something like, you know, var active equals false, and then over here we'll do active equals true, and then, you know, somewhere in our code we'll just check if this variable is true or false, and we could do it that way, but I think it would be better if our player just records all of that information. That way like for objects that, you know, sometimes we just don't want to create that variable. It's too much, you know, to do this for every single new class or new object we create. It's kind of annoying. So we'll just create an array that records all of this information. Welcome, Adam Programming. You say on time, you mean like on time from when you joined and when I started the stream? What is this? Manage collision seems to be messing us up right here. Error parsing. What the hell? Oh, you put a space right there. Whew. Okay. So let's go into our collisions here. And we have the activated collision queue, and we have our collision queue. I think what we'll do is we'll say active collision queue. So we'll know which ones are active, which ones are not. And then what we'll do for our activate node function is we'll say after everything has been activated, I don't know if we should do this for each I mean, if we're running activate node, whoa, it's taking a hot minute to load. Whoops. So yeah, no matter what, we're gonna be running activate node on some node. It doesn't matter which one. So at the end of this match statement, or we'll do it at the beginning, we'll just say activate active collision queue dot find. Let's see. You do dot has or we want to get the index of this object, and I know we have it somewhere here. Oh, and returns its index. I think there's another one that we could use. what is it? I mean, there's a race, and there's also, is there like a get or something? Okay, let's do this first. We're gonna first add, when we add something to the collision queue, we want to make sure that we also add it to the active collision queue. And it's just gonna match, the indexes are gonna match each other. Hey Practical just popped in again to say hello. Gotta go sleep soon since it's really late now. Enjoy your day and stream. Thanks British guy. I'll see you around. Thanks for watching earlier as well, and have a good night. And thanks Samfi. Yeah, we've been struggling with this for a while, but I think we have a good idea on what we want to do. So we have this add to collision queue. No matter what, I think we're gonna comment this out. We're always gonna add to our collision queue, whether or not it's coming from the player or if it's coming from the zipline. But what we're also going to do is do zipline. Oh wait, no. Whoops, this should be collision queue. Collision queue dot append our node, and then we're also going to do active collision queue dot append false. So I mean, we could create a dictionary instead, make our collision queue a dictionary. That might not be a bad idea either, but I think for now we'll just leave it like this. Just have two arrays, one array showing the nodes we have, and then one array showing whether or not they're active. And they're always going to be false until we run activate node. So over here in activate node, we're going to do is active collision queue dot active collision queue at whatever array value is here. So we're gonna do collision queue dot find our node is equal to true. And that, yeah, I think that's all we need to do. And so basically what we'd have to do here is then if we ever want to activate a node, we'll check if our active collision queue is already true. If it's false, then we'll run it. Otherwise, we won't do anything at all. This should work properly. I'm just gonna look at array really quick just to make sure I'm using find properly. Find returns the index. Yeah, okay. So now what we'll do here. Oh, and another thing we want to make sure of is if it's already in our collision queue, we don't want to add it again. So and I think we already do that. Let me make sure. Hey, how's it going, Ornong? For my new cattle. What's my new cattle? So we're gonna get rid of this. Oh, my kettle. I've had that kettle. Maybe you didn't see it last stream. Maybe it was like behind my head or something. That kettle has been there for ages. I've had that kettle probably like for 5 years now. Oh, I see. Okay. So on area entered, I think what we'll do. Oh, did we already do this in our add to queue function? Let me see. Add to queue. Oh yeah. Okay, so if our collision queue doesn't have this node, then we add it, and we also say active collision queue append false. Okay, so we're on the right track here. Let's just erase all of this. And then basically what we're going to do should we do this in our activate node, or we should do this in our manage collision? Let's see which one makes more sense. We could do this in our in this little section here. Activate input. Let me just see something. Yeah, so there's always like this little check that I do. Like if you're not in the read state already, then we activate it, but this would eliminate the need to check for states. All we would do is check if this node has been already activated. And so yeah, it removes some of the redundancy that we have in our code. The only thing that I'm wondering about is like for stuff like this where we have a pivoting platform. We don't use a pivoting platform anymore, but if we ever like explore that mechanic again, I would have to look into it. But for now, let's do this. If object, let's do this. If active collision queue of if active collision queue of our collision queue dot find object is equal to false, then we run all of this here. We have this return true. Yeah, we'll just return this here. And then what we'll want to do is set this back to true, or set this object to true. So we could handle this in manage collision, or we could run this in activate node. I think we'll run it here because we're not always running activate node. So yeah, we'll actually do it right here. And honestly, it might make more sense for us to like include, like an I equals. Yeah, we could make like a var index. Might not be a bad idea. Why? Wait, why is this here? I'm getting rid of it. Yeah, we could always do var index equals 0. Maybe that way we don't have to keep running it through like our collision queue. Because it's kind of like, because as this is happening, we're basically saying if we grab this object, we search through our collision queue, we set it to we check if it's false, and then we're searching through it again just to set it to true, which is like super redundant. We could just say var index is equal to 0, then like for object in collision queue, we can just say if it's in our index is equal to false. Do that, and then same with here. Index is equal to false, and then what? And then we have to, I guess, index plus equals 1. Can we do plus plus? don't know if that's a thing, and no, it's not. But my index is not 0. Don't lie. I don't know what you're talking about, Ornog. Ornong. Live. It most definitely is 0. Wait, actually, we want to put this somewhere else. Not in this if statement. Because it should be after all of this stuff. Oh, wait. Whoops. This should still be here, but the adding to the index should be at the end. It should happen, no matter what. And this, yeah, this is right. Okay. And I think we'll clean up all of this code too. It shouldn't look like this. We shouldn't have an activate node for each of these. We should activate all of these nodes no matter what. And then our activate node function would, I guess it would handle each of these cases. Alrighty. So this would ensure that it only happens once. Let's see if this works the way it is for now. I think we messed with our managed collision. No, not our managed collision. Our hitboxes. Need to make sure everything in that spot is good. What is it? Hitbox area entered, handle area entered. We technically don't need this anymore. It'll just be the area. So I'll erase that. If body.getType does not equal null, yeah, that should be it. What is update queue? I feel like we've been ignoring update queue. Oh, update queue just handles our UI if we ever need it, but most of the time we don't. So let's see. Oh, controller is dead. Oh, and in our activate node function, I guess we don't need this anymore. You can get rid of it. Active collision queue, gone. We can get rid of this. Handle area entered. I think we do this in our zip line as well. Whoa. Oh, that's what we fixed. Okay. So let's run this again. So now we need to figure out why this isn't working, but it's a lot simpler now. So wait a second, let's see. This works fine. Colliding with these objects doesn't work just yet. Let's see. Force dash box. Let's see. So we're doing this thing where if zipline collision queue has this object, we're going to get rid of this now. If object, yeah, we should just activate this node, run force dash, remove from queue. Let's see. Okay, but another thing that we need to make sure of is after we're done, so we shouldn't remove from queue. We're not going to remove from queue anywhere here. The only thing that we're going to do is run these objects, or run the code on them. What we're going to do in our remove from queue is, let's see here, we have zipline collision, we don't need this. I guess we'll do that. But before we remove it from our collision queue, we're going to remove it from our active collision queue. Active collision queue dot remove collision queue dot find node. Okay, and then let's just make sure that in our hitbox exited, we are removing these bodies. So force dash box is already removed. Zipline is removed. Those are, I guess, our main concerns right now. So that works. This works. Yeah, there we go. Seems like it works for everything. And we have that delay. Oh, but this doesn't work. Our zipline doesn't work just yet. Or it works sometimes. And then that happens. So, let's see. What are we doing wrong here? Seems like maybe we're not removing this object from our collision queue. Let's see. Zipline to remove collision queue. Let's look at our collision queue. Manage collision, I mean. For our zipline, our previous state, if activate input, if our previous state is not zipline, then we activate the node, which makes sense. I wonder what manage collision. We're always returning true or false on manage collision. I don't remember what it seems. Like we use that for dash input rather than, yeah, if this is equal to false, you know, this is kind of weird. We should probably get rid of this or like figure out a better way to write this. It's not too important right now, but yeah, let's try to figure out the root of the problem. It works on the first instance, and then we come back here. We try dashing again, and we can't. The reason why we can't? Whoa. Okay. So it works there. Here, when we're inside of it. So it only seems to work when we're on the outside. And I guess that's because currently what we're doing here, I think I see what we did wrong here. In manage collision, what we should do is So if it's not active in our collision queue, it's not necessarily true that we set active collision to true here. It only depends on. So what we could theoretically do is, even though we set it to true here, what we could do is, if there was no input, we'd have to. Let me think about this, because there's two ways that we could enter, or two ways that we can activate this node, and that's if we have activate input, or if we're in the dash state. So I'm wondering why. Maybe is active input always set to true? Activate input. Let's see. Activate input is equal to true on activate input actuation, which is the dash button, and then after a while it just stops. Let me see if we set it to false anywhere. We set it to false on activate node, and we set it to false after our timer, and if we're in the dash state, or what is this? If we enter the dash state, activate input is set to false again. So what we're doing here, I believe, if I remember correctly, is also in our manage hitbox, or what did we call it? Manage area. Handle area entered. I think what we do for our zip line is, if our state is equal to dash, we also activate the node. This is kind of bad, I think. I think we should do it this way. What is can tele? I'll leave can teleport there because let's see what can teleport is. This is on activate node. Okay, yeah, that's our check for being able to exit and enter the zipline state like multiple times. We don't want that to happen. But I think with this new collision code, we won't have to worry about it anymore. So let's go back into manage collision, and we have to figure out when we're going to set active collision queue from our index to true. We could either do it every time we run activate node, which wouldn't be a bad idea. We could basically run activate node on every object that we've entered. We could probably get rid of all of this, all of these types here, and put all of these like force dash, and yeah, we could put force dash into activate node. That's one option, and I think that's what we're probably going to do, just so that we make our code cleaner. Let me just see, because we have break platform. Yeah, I would have to do activate node, and we would have to handle this object. So let me just write down every. We have this. We have break platform. I think that's actually the only line of code that we would have to fix. So, oh, and actually put force dash into activate node. So let's go into activate node. What is this? Temp floor. Okay. So let's just do temp floor. Something like that. That's all we have to do for temp floor. And then for our force dash box, we're just going to put force dash object. It's not object, it's node. And it's underscore node. And there we go. Everything is the same as it was before. Let's go back into collision queue now, or manage collision, and we can basically, now what I'm thinking is, inside of activate node, we can include an argument to grab the index here, and that index would, it would go into here, into activate node, and that would allow us to check for everything, and that way we'd know when to activate this. Wait, now I'm thinking, give me a second. We would still have to check when we want to activate these nodes, because it could be based on our state or if we pressed activate input. By default, it'll just happen. Let me think. Yeah, you see here, activate input. Did I just start again? Yes, I did. I have a problem. Chef. I think the reason why I started again was because I didn't feel like we finished. You know, this code still doesn't work properly. But yeah, I think we're almost there. So let's do it. So yeah, we just have to figure out when we want activate node to run. That's the hardest part. We'd have to check each case. Ideally, it would have been nice for each of the nodes that we created to check if there was like an activatable, like what sort of input we needed from the player, but we could also just handle it here. I do like that it's just like in one section here, and we can remove force dash now since we run activate node here. Pivoting platform, I'm just gonna delete for now. Memory stone. Alright, sounds good, Chev. I'll see you around. Oh yeah, we could get rid of this. So, I don't know why we're still returning like true or false or all these. Oh, I guess it's because to get rid of the extra. It's a little redundant now since we are using this index here, or the active collision index. We'll have full control of whether or not we want to activate this node over and over again, or whatever we want to do with it. So let's. I low-key just want to erase all of this and just write activate node. And oh, okay. So for something like a temp floor, we're also going to have to check what state we're in. That's important. So yeah, let's just clean this up a bit. For our temp floor, we'll do if state is equal to this, then we'll run it. I think this is what we're gonna do. We'll have all of these if statements. We'll either have an if statement or we'll just activate it. Whatever is the requirement to run the code that's in this box, that'll be that'll be like the requirement to set the activated collision queue to true. So yeah, we could do that. I guess we could start writing it now. We'll do activate. Oh, and another thing we want to do is grab the index. So let's put index in here. So let's try. We removed. Okay, index plus equals 1. Yeah, for now, if this collision queue. Let's comment this out. We're going to put this inside of our activate function. So let's do this. Activate node of object, and we will put in our index. Chevy Fire is here. Chevy Fire is AFK, or he'll be right back. Okay, so we check if we're in the idle state. For the zip line, we check if activate input. I think we could get rid of this. I don't think it's too important, at least right now. We enter the dash state no matter what. So yeah, this is not important. For the spring, I guess for the spring we could write activate node. Do we even handle a spring? Doesn't seem like we do. And for the cat, yeah, we'll figure all of this out. I think the most important parts is just like we actually don't even have the teleporter in here. That's funny. So let's just comment this all out. All we're doing is it's equal to false. We activate it. And we send our index. Let's just return true for whatever. And wait a second. You know what? Let's get rid of this. We might, oh my god, this might be kind of overwhelming if this doesn't work properly. If activate node, q is equal to false, activate node. And we go into activate node. Our index here. So for whatever index we have, whatever current index we're working on, we'll do, does it activate? Active collision queue from our index is equal to true. So yeah, let's put this in every single state, in every single match statement here. Oh, we have the teleport portal here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's get rid of all these print statements. Activate node. What is going on here? So I think, okay, so yeah, for teleport portal, we should just add this to the queue. And get rid of this. Everything should be added to the queue. Coins don't matter. Memory stone, yeah, add to queue. Zip line, add to queue. All of these objects we don't even use in our game right now. So yeah, it's a little buggy. Let's see. I just want to do one more thing, and that's for our return true. Wait. In manage collision, don't know why we're returning true or returning false. So we'll have to figure out. I think that's basically what sets manage input to true, but I think we should just ignore that completely. It shouldn't matter what we press. Actually, it does matter, but right now it doesn't matter. So let's go back into manage collision. Over here, in manage collision, if it's true, we say dash input is equal to true. Otherwise, we set it to false. This is a hard one. For now, we're always going to say dash input is equal to true. Let's just do that. For now. We'll just comment all of this out. So it's weird because right now I'm trying to dash out and it's not working. As we're exiting this orb, let's try to solve. Wait, let me see something. Our springs. Okay, so our springs still work. Let's see if these dash orbs still work. It seems like this update queue, if state does not equal grab for objects in collision queue, if not interact, if object dot get interactable is equal to true. So this is a null instance. And when are we updating our queue? And change state. It's a previously freed instance. And that's because we died. Let's think. We might just remove this for now, since we're not dealing with it. Tell Taino to speed up my game to work for me. I don't know if he'll like that. Alright, wait, let's see if this portal works. Yeah, so the portal works the same way. Now we just need to make sure the zip line works the same way. The reason why it's so buggy, I think, is... Wait, let me see. If we run this in slow-mo, it's hard to run it in slow-mo. But what we can do is in this room, let's just remove these objects from here for now. All right, I'll see you, Adam. Thanks for stopping by, man. Chachi, it seems like I won't be seeing you this weekend. I think the thing was canceled. Wait, okay, yeah. So we're forced into the dash state like over and over again, and I guess it's because we used to have some sort of. I guess the timer maybe is not running. I don't know what we did something to like remove the timer. You'd rather play Warzone? I can't blame him. Oh wait, does it come out today? It comes out. Today's Friday, right? Yeah, it comes out today, right? Oh, I see. When does Warzone come out? So we had to figure out when to remove the player from the teleport state, and I thought we did that with a timer. I mean, that's how we did it previously. So let's see. Oh, Warzone 2 comes out in November. Wow. It's gonna be a long time. Before I can play. So since we're already here, I might as well create the new zipline variables. Right now we have the teleport. This is teleport 2, and I think what we use in zipline is, let me see, teleport, bar teleport. Use teleport orb, and then, teleporting is the variable that we use. What I think we're gonna do is add a ziplining variable. Welcome back, Adam. Oh yeah. I am the lead developer. That's why I acted surprised when I said when you said November, but yeah, they've been working me to the bone. For everyone else who hasn't heard, I'm the lead developer and solo developer of Warzone 2. Activision hired me, and only me, to make their game. Yeah, we have ziplining. Let's see what teleporting is doing. Teleporting. If teleporting, we change our state to zipline. This is in... okay, so this is when we... Let me see when we set teleporting equal to true. In activate node. Okay, so it only happens in activate node. That's good news. Wait. Oh yeah. Okay. Teleporting is equal to true to false and can teleport. That's the other object, the other node that we need to make sure of. And this is okay. Where do we set can teleport? There's nowhere where we set can teleport equal to false. Look at our zip line. What the hell did we? I guess we erased it somewhere. Yeah, so on after teleport timer is when we set can teleport equal to true. In the exit state of teleport, or in the exit state of zipline, I think that's where we're gonna put it. That's usually where I put things. And when do we stop the? When do we start this timer though? After teleporter timer. After teleporter timer. We run this on our exit state. So what the hell? Wait, where did I put Kent? Let's just do this. We put this in our... Wait, am I high? Oh yeah, I am. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of coding. How long have I been working on this project? I've been working on this game for 2 years now. I think in November is when I hit 2 years. Alright, here goes nothing. Let's see if we fixed it. I must have erased it or something. Let's see. Whoops. So no, it didn't fix just yet. Let's see. We are able to... Let me slow down our game. We're going to set the physics of our game to run a little slower. So I have some time to breathe, or some time to think. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate it. Okay. So, yeah, we're dashing out, but this timer still says we're still activating it. So let's look. Let's see. Can teleport is equal to false. It shouldn't run, but it is. Oh, but we're in a dash state. So let's actually look at. Wait. Let's look at our enter hitbox. Hitbox. On hitbox area entered, we got our teleport portal. We have our zip line. Oh, can teleport here is set to true. This is on entered. We don't want this. So let's get rid of that. There we go. Now it's just a matter of figuring out if this works in real time and if any of our other objects are going to bug out because of it. Okay, so the other issue is that if we dash into it... Oh no, that seems like it's fine. Let me just make sure. If we're inside... Okay, so at the moment, if we just jump into it, we enter the dash state. We don't want that. So that's something that we need to fix. And the other thing we need to fix... Let's see. is if we exit, can we enter it again? Yeah, and the answer to that is yes. Okay. So before we enter, let's go back into activate node. In activate node, for our zipline, if teleporting is equal to false and can teleport, we're gonna want to check and I'm gonna do this actually. So we can have a bunch of if statements. We could just say and state is equal to states. Actually, we could do this. States is, or state is equal to states dot dash or activate input. This is a little ugly. We could probably fix this a bit. Technically, I don't think we need this can teleport function anymore, or can teleport variable anymore. If we're already inside of it and it's in our collision queue, we would just have to check for these two things. But I'm going to leave it the way it is, just because I don't want to deal with any other potential bugs for now. So yeah, we'll deal with those arrows afterwards, but let's just see. This works. If we dash into it, it works. If we just jump into it, it doesn't do anything, which is what we want. Then these work the same. If we dash into this orb, or into here, we teleport out. Okay, so here's another issue. Seems like we don't remove this from our collision queue because it's here right now, and we're not, and yeah, nothing's happening. So let's see what's happening with our teleport portal. If our state is equal to dash, we run this. Otherwise, we run this. And we need to make sure that this is actually. Can you pre-order this game now? No, not yet. But you can play it for free if you'd like. It's on itch. It's an older version though. I would say wait, just because this new version is going to be so much better than the version that I have out now. But if you can't wait, it's right there. It's for Windows, by the way. So I don't think, is it because we're not removing it from our queue? Oh, and enforce dash box, we need to make sure we set this to true. That's probably why we were dashing like hella over and over. That works. Why aren't we teleporting through? It works on the first instance. Let's bring our player forward a bit, or back to the beginning of this room here. Memento mori. Oh, memory memento. Oh, that's gonna screw me over if I keep saying memory mento. Yeah, the second time we hit this object, it doesn't seem to save. Let's see what's going on here. On entered. Oh. Okay, handle area. If body.type, we go down to teleport portal, add to queue. Then in add to queue, what happens is if the collision queue doesn't have this object already, we add it to our collision queue, and we append, we say this is equal to false. So then in our manage collisions, we go down here, for whatever object is in our collision queue, we activate it. If that collision is false, which it should be. So let's now go into activate node, and for our teleport portal, if our state is equal to dash, which it is. So activate node for some reason is not running. It's not running on our second instance. Let's see. Yeah, it's not running activate node on our second instance. So let's see why that is. Because, you know why it's not happening? Because we're not adding to our index here. There we go. You see there's like a slight lag. We'll fix that. But I guess it's a good indicator showing, like, you know, you kind of know where you whoa. Okay, so I guess at this point we haven't removed it. Seems like that's the case. So we can only run through it once. Let's go into exit, hitbox exited. Let's look for our we have nothing for our portal, or it seems like that's the case. So yeah, let's just duplicate this, and it seems like this seems like pretty redundant. We'll clean up some of this code pretty soon. For now, let's just put what did we call it? Teleport portal? Is that what it's called? We can go back. Yeah. So yeah, it's the same exact thing. What is... Wait, let me see something. So one thing I am worried about is the distance that we're traveling. It seems like it's too high. Wait, let's just make sure. It's hard to tell. Let me just make sure that our player is not invisible for any split second. Visible is equal to false. On the entrance, and when we zipline, we could leave that the way it is. Seems right to me. Let me... Oh my god. Yeah, it should be right because it's always the same here. So one... Alright, so now let's just make sure. I think we could always connect back into it if we want to. Yeah. Let me try it out here too. And let's see what happens over here. So yeah, our 4 stash boxes don't work properly again, but that's okay. We have the right idea now. Let's bring our player back into this testing room here. I'm just gonna try it with one orb on its own, and we'll put this here. Okay, so it does seem to work. When we dash into it, it doesn't work properly. It does play the sound, but it doesn't force the player to get stuck in. So we'll have to fix that. And one thing I want to do is, wait, let's just see. We need to make sure that our boxes is always the same. Seems like it is. Alright. So now let's test this out with this. What the hell? So, how did it work? Now that's strange. I didn't do anything differently. But now it doesn't seem to bug out. Yeah, but it does bug out here. I think what's happening here is because we've already collided with it once, I want to say. That's what's making it do that. We aren't resetting our collision queue, I believe. Let's see. On exit, on area exited, let's see. force dash box to remove here. But let's just spam our collision queue, see what's going on there. Oh, wait a second. No, yeah, I think we did remove from collision queue. In remove from collision queue, we remove from that node yeah, this should be fine. But maybe when we die, something happens there. So let's just go into our physics process. I'm just going to print our collision queue. Yeah, what's going on here? Our camera moves and everything's all out of whack. It seems like it only happens here. I'm gonna try it in this room again, maybe. Has to do with us dying, maybe. So that works. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, something happens when we die. Some variable. Let's see. I do know what you mean. I don't know. Let's see. My idea was that I would make the whole game pixel art, but then things like this would not be pixel art, just to increase the quality. But pixel art would also look pretty nice. I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom. I'm back. So let's see what is going on in our manage collision. Oh, you know what it might be? Let's look at force dash. Can force dash? It's not a problem. We are playing the sound. For our force dash. Node dot activate. I don't know We don't really use dot activate just yet. Oh wait, no, we do. That shouldn't be a problem though. Let's see. Where do we set our player's global position? Honestly, we could do it here. No, but there was a point in our neutral. What was it in our? I think we put it in the exit of our neutral state. Global position is equal to forced dash box. Where do we set forced dash box? Hey, thanks for the follow, Andrew. Hey, how's it going, Moonstriker Games? I don't know. Why is our global position all messed up? I mean, we could just print this out. We'll print out our global position. Force dash direction. This should be true. Let's just print. Let's actually do this. Go into physics process and we'll just see what our global position is at all times. It seems like it works for almost all cases except for one. So what is this? This is 5,584. So if we die here, and we go back in, we respond to 208. So why is this object's global position 208 negative 136? That's the problem. If force dash global position is equal to force dash box dot center global position. Center global position is set I guess on the instant, almost immediately. So I guess what we could do, you know what we could do instead? I got it. In our force dash box, instead of setting it right here on the ready function, because this object gets actually gets instanced before it registers its parent. So we'll just do this. We'll just say center node, and then in our player, instead of grabbing force dash box dot center global position, we'll say center node global position. And then same with our we do this again, forced dash box right here. Force dash box. This is fine. I think those are the only 2 times that we have to worry about it. You know, I'm surprised I didn't see this bug happening before. Like we've died multiple times in the past. Yeah, there we go. And now if we go here, it works the same way. We do have to fix the dash from jumping, but that's a quick fix. Let's just make sure this works properly. Let's try it again. Let's die. Try it one more time. Let's do it through a zip line now. And yeah, there we go. Works perfectly. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to fix during this stream. We had it working in the past, but it was kind of it was an ugly way to go about it. But now it works. Yo, how's it going, Yashi boy? How you doing, man? I'm thinking I'm probably gonna end the stream here. I know it wasn't that long of a stream, but I was streaming like maybe a couple hours ago. Let me see how long I've been online. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll stay on for a bit, but probably won't do any more coding. An hour and 30. It's not too bad. Thanks, Adam. Thank you. So yeah, in response to that pixel art thing, I was thinking about doing it. Well, we'll have to see. I would like to have some unique font, so I'd have to have like a unique pixel font. But yeah, tomorrow I think what we'll do is we'll polish it some more. Maybe add some. Oh, it's not playing any of the sounds anymore. I guess because we're not running activate node on it. There we go. What executor do I use? Are you talking about like the engine? What engine do I use? If that's the question, I use Godot. Yeah, it's Godot. I think it should be in the title. Yeah, game dev with Godot. Godot is the name of the engine. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. Let's test. Let's make sure this works with the. I mean, it should work with any of the other mechanics. The one thing that it might bug out with is our temporary floors. I don't think anything should be messed up, but you never know. I've tried coding, but I don't know how to get it to run. What have you tried coding with? Oh my god. My reflexes are like super slow today. Yeah, so it's the same exact thing. I'm tired, so I'm like keep pressing dash for no apparent reason. You don't know how to run the code. So yeah, I would probably just try following a YouTube tutorial. I know I remember in school, programming wasn't even the hardest part for me. It was trying to get like my environment to work. Like that was the only time I ever went to like a TA to like figure that stuff out. And then when it comes, I mean, programming is it's another issue, but as long as you know like where you stand as a programmer, if you're a beginner, you make simple programs and then you go from there. So yeah, everything works fine. All of our collisions are working properly again, and it'll make our life a lot easier once we start adding more and more collisions. Yeah, the game is not fully done. If you want to play, you're on YouTube. I think there's a link to my itch.io page. You could find an older I have an older version of this game that's already out. The main mechanics are still there, but it's not as clean as I would say this one is. Yeah, I think I already linked it in the chat. But yeah, it's also in the description if you're on YouTube. Oh, actually, maybe not. I don't know if the descriptions get added after the video's been archived. Yep. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm glad we got this done. Tomorrow we'll work on polishing up the force dash box. Maybe add a better sprite sheet to it. Maybe add some particles to it. Maybe finish level design for this mechanic. We are very close to the finish line. As long as we keep up at the same pace that we are like today. Same stuff we're doing today. But yeah, I'll see you guys. If you guys are interested in game dev, by the way, we have a Discord. Not my Discord, it's not like memory Discord, but there's a Discord called Solo Development. It's like just everything game dev, art, every engine. You can probably find people that are, the same level as you, beginner, it's beginner friendly, or you're into, if you're a veteran or intermediate, you'll find people that are on the same path as you. So here, I'll send an invite right there. That's for solo development. I'm an admin there too, so you can always DM me. And if you are interested in memory, I'll just send a link there too. This is the memory Discord. Oh yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you. I'm so tired. I don't think I could do another. We streamed so much today. I think I did like. It's been a total of like 5 hours. Oh, Gargoost on Twitch, Hellspawn on YouTube. What's going on, guys? Do you guys need a fifth? See, you guys are just idling in the Discord. Oh, I see Macy streaming my stream. But yeah, I'm done. I'll actually head on right now, so I'll see you guys. Peace.